Hey, Phil Matthew. You found this video because you're obviously fossing around for, I guess, a personal development leadership plan. I guess I was reading some information recently, and it was on this issue, personal development leadership plan. It was all about, the concept of, making basically $100,000 a year and making $200,000 a year, and who actually does that. Now, I live in Australia, and we're in a resources boom at the moment. We're probably the 12th largest economy in the world, and things are sort of okay in some areas in our country. The article that I was reading talked about, how in the Australian population anyway, that probably about 5% of the population made, in excess of $100,000, and about 2%, made around $200,000 a year. So the thing that I always find interesting with that is that the amount of time and the sort of commitment and the effect on your life and how it affects what we call it, your work-life balance, basically. In the article, they were talking about how people that put themselves to the sword there, they are going to work anywhere from 50 to 60 hours to do that. Now, if you work it out, if they're just sort of working 48 weeks of the year, they probably get 4 weeks off, and you multiply that by 50, 60 hours, add some superannuation into that, you're going to come up with around about $90 an hour, and that's what they basically sell their time for. So whilst that's good, and I've certainly done that myself at a different time, it's something that can really, it might not be such a long-term thing. But what you can consider, and what I sort of gleaned out of it, is that if we're looking for personal leadership, personal development leadership plan, that what I've always thought about is you've got to lead yourself first. You're not going to be able to lead anybody else unless you can actually lead yourself, unless you can, organise yourself in some sort of, focus, having some focus for what you want to achieve. So if you are that sort of person and you do want to lead yourself, and maybe you want to lead yourself in such a way that you actually want to work for yourself and you want to become the owner, as opposed to actually working for a company, then this is a good place to be, because that's something that I've considered for a long time and have done, and you can do that too. I've got some information just below. There's a link below, and basically it's a free ebook. It's a 70-page ebook. It was put together by my partner, Matt Lloyd, and what Matt had done is he's only much younger than me, 26 years of age, but he wanted to be an entrepreneur. That was part of his personal development leadership plan. Work for himself, control his life, and be able to make a lot of money. Certainly more than the $100,000 and the $200,000 that the average that people in the normal community can make. So on the link below, there's a free ebook, and I'll just read out some of the things that Matt talks about in this ebook, because it's really worth getting. That's if you want to you want to set up your own $100,000, $200,000 income. On page 14, he talks about the major hurdles that no one tells you about. So that'd be worth getting. He talks on page 15 why the odds are stacked against you, when you start out. He talks about how to buy traffic profitably. Now, in this personal development leadership plan, what we're talking about is setting up a business, online, essentially becoming your own publishing company, essentially becoming your own training company. That's what you'd have to sort of entertain. On page 24, he talks about the real truth about internet marketing and what the gurus won't tell you. On page 28, he talks about how does $1 million sales funnel work. So I hope you've got a little bit of value out of this video, a little bit of direction. Be sure to click on the link below. I'd certainly like you, if you feel inclined, to click the like button. Give us a little bit of love there. If you want to leave a comment, certainly leave a comment. Love to hear from you, and we'll see you on another video. Have a great day.